Are you ready? Samuel?
Yes.
All right, good. All right. Are y'all ready?
Woo!
Whoa. Okay, mostly. All right. Put your hands together for Samuel Oak.
I wish somebody would install a ceiling fan in here. I need something to cool me off. We've got such a hot crowd here tonight. Do any of you know what I'm talking about when I say the word anime? Do we have any big anime viewers? Whoa, that's a lot of hands that just went up. This is a very high IQ crowd. Now, my favorite anime series, I would say, is Pokémon. Played probably thousands of hours of Pokemon on the Game Boy. In fact, people they'll see me, they'll come up and ask me, they'll see me, I got tears streaming down my face, I'll be writing something. They'll come up and ask me, my wrist will be hurting so bad. They'll say, how did you get such a crippling case of carpal tunnel? Well, this guy right here, Pikachu. And if you check under your seat, folks, there is a cutout of Pikachu for each one of you to take home. My treat. Now, Pokemon, the idea of it, and I don't mean to be too dark in my depiction, but you hunt down these innocent creatures in their natural habitat. You want to capture them. You want to stuff them into your tiny red balls. Don't be vulgar. You stuff them into your tiny red balls, and you battle them. Often, you battle them to the death. I've watched, it brings me no great pride to say it, but I've watched many good Pokemon die on the battlefield, breathe their last breath. It's a dark, dark world out there, folks, for the Pokemon. Pokemon, I've lived my whole life doing Pokemon fans. Another series I would like to talk about, and I'm sure you've all heard of it, Dragon Ball Z. You see these people, they've got the, yes sir, they've got the biggest, nicest muscles you've ever seen. These guys, I mean, I show my friends that haven't seen Dragon Ball, I show it to them for the first time. First thing they remark, wow, those are some big muscles. I want to squeeze them. In fact, there's one episode where the main character on Dragon Ball Z does 10,000 push-ups. Wow, that's a lot of push-ups, probably a world record. But he does all these push-ups, and you have one series with a character called Nappa at the early part of the series. I'm sure you all have heard of Nappa. Nappa, he's got even bigger muscles than what you see on a normal person. And in a lot of the episodes, he's in a Speedo. So if you show a lady one of these episodes with his big bulging leg muscles, you show a lady one of these, fellas, you better be ready for that lady to be locked into her room for 3 weeks drawing pictures of Nappa's bulging leg muscles. Now, these super powerful aliens of Dragon Ball Z, they're called Saiyans. I don't mean to get too technical on you. They look at the moon, they turn into a giant monkey that's even more powerful than their normal form. And I don't want to lose you here, folks, but a lot of people, they use acne medication. They go outside in the hot sun, they come back in, they have open blisters on their face. They didn't read the warning label. Do not go into excessive sunlight or artificial sunlight. So this is sort of a pretty funny thing I thought of. I think you all will probably love this. I wonder if a sans acne medication says, avoid excessive exposure to artificial moonlight or direct moonlight, or you might turn into a giant monkey that destroys a city. Just a pretty funny thing for you folks. Now, I have one final piece here. I've owned a dog in the past, but I refuse to own more than one dog. I did for a couple weeks. I did. But then I woke up one day. One of the dogs had disappeared. One of the dogs was incredibly sick, very lethargic. I could tell there was something bad wrong. So a couple days later, took him to the vet. The vet performs all of his examinations. He does an X-ray on his stomach. Vet turns to me, says, "Well, what did you expect? It's a dog-eat-dog world out there." Thank you, folks.
Stand. Don't fuck with me.